Welcome to Your OC Sucks, the weekly podcast where we review and critique the best and worst fan-created original characters from the My Little Pony fandom. This show is unscripted and unfiltered, so moderate language will be used. As well, this show can be a little heavy on the critique at times. That being said, if you are easily offended, don't watch. If not, feel free to join us for this week's show. Welcome to episode 5 for April 4th, 2014. This week we'll be flying high with the Pegasi. That's right, folks, join us while we soar through the sky and dive into some OCs this week. My name is Mummified Thunderbirds, or Mummified for short. I'm the host, project manager, and animator for the show, and I am joined by...
Commander Sparkle, assistant project manager.
I'm Minnie Bobo, and I'm in charge of gathering questions and viewer interaction.
And I'm Smooth Sailing, and I'm the editor.
So... that's right. We're going to be taking a look at some Pegasi OCs this week, as we are 2/3 of our way in through our just base, versions of ponies. So this week we had, like I said, we've been still getting in great OCs. A lot of people request or offering options of different things they could do for the show, any way that they feel like they can, help us create a better show for them. We got people offering to do more fan art, submitting more OCs. Some people, offering to remake the opening theme, because apparently I don't do that good of a job in making music, which I never claimed to be a musician.
Kinda sucks.
Also, shut up. It's my first song I ever made, all right? Also, we've talked a couple of times on the show about how we're looking to we're all going to Everfree Northwest, and we might be looking into making a panel there as well. If any of you actually, think that making a panel would be a good idea, or you guys would like to see us do a live one, or if there's a bunch of Q&A or something that you guys are going to be at Everfree Northwest and you would like to see us, feel free to drop a comment in the section below. I mean, it'd be a great thing to let us know whether or not, a lot of people would like to see this in a live scenario or in a panel or something, and it'd just be something great that we could possibly do to help interact with the fans more, make it as much your show as it is our show. Well, keeping it with us being the host and you being the listener, but just that little bit of a bias. Anybody else got anything going on this week? Anything anybody want to share?
Spring break.
Woohoo!
Spring break!
Spring break.
Woo,
and you're in and you're under 21, so it really doesn't matter.
Implying so many things.
Whatever. Quickly, how'd you guys like last week's episode? The Flim Flam brothers coming up and coming back and saying, hey.
I thought it was a good episode for Applejack. She learned something.
It was pretty.
I was halfway through the episode, and I'm like, wait a minute. This is a key episode.
Yeah.
I was like, she's awfully focused in this episode.
Another thing I should point out, now I remember what I was going to bring up. The porcelain parasite, the challenge. That's what I'm calling it from now on.
Yeah, apparently we called out, like, a whole bunch of people and was like, hey, just fucking throw everything at us. Everything you got. And I'm like... we may not have tried to say that, but if that's something you want to do, sure.
You may not have tried
ahead.
to say that. I am throwing out an open challenge to all viewers of the EuroC Sucks fan base. You should all join the porcelain parasite challenge.
Viewers of the fan base.
The whopping 10 viewers we have.
Yay. Thank you, guys.
We love each and every one of you. But that's about enough banter for the beginning of the show. Let's start getting into it.
Aww.
Now, let's see what the heathen random.org generator has a number for us. Min 1, max 4, generate. It pulled up a 1.
What happened to the die of fate?
It's in another spot, and I was too lazy to go grab it.
Are we all ready, guys? Yeah, okay, we're all ready.
Yeah. So my good OC this week is... This OC's name is Crystal Sky. Obviously Pegasus, gender female, and I find it absolutely cool. It's one of those things that if you have a bunch of different commissions, or in this case, a couple of them were contest winners or whatnot from a bunch of different artists. It really helps show all different aspects and style of the OC that you're looking at, because you can get a whole bunch of different artists' take on the character and see what all is in each individual case, who has what like different traits of the OC can be brought out by each one. Like in the Chatterbox piece, it really feels like there's an accent on the piercings, the overall style of the character, the emotion, and the mane and tail. While in other ones, like the Shy Beat one, it kind of, yeah, and that's the other thing that I noticed on this one was the fact that right off the bat, when I was scrolling through these, I'm like, wait a minute, wait, 1 second. I know those ears.
Those ears.
I know those
You
ears
mean
very
those
well.
sharks?
Those sharks. I absolutely love them. I can't get enough of that one.
I still love your
Damn sharks.
It's freaking adorable.
And then you got one by Mixie and a whole bunch of other artists as well. And it's really interesting just to scroll through some of the pictures that are in this reference sheet. Link will be in the description, where like you're able to just see so many artists see their take on this one character. And it's one of those things like in the fan submitted episode, we had a bunch of like comments about the fact that on reference sheets there were a lot of different angles and positions that the character could be in, but in this case, when they're all compiled together, I feel like it really brings the characters together, or the character as a whole together. What do you guys think?
Before we start, fucking love this OC. It's just,
awesome.
It's pretty great.
If I hadn't gotten the permission for my good OC, this would have been my good OC.
Same, actually. I had this as my good OC because I wasn't sure about if this because I was trying to find OCs for a while and I couldn't, and then luckily I did. So because Mollified wanted to use this OC, so he ended up being able to use it. So
I saw this back when it was like first submitted to the show, and then I'm like, oh, I should totally use this. Forgot to claim it as my OC for this week, and then somebody else grabbed it, and I was like, well,
I was super disappointed. Well, not disappointed because I actually loved the OC I picked for my good OC. When I got the permit, when I wasn't able to pick 2 good OCs for this week, because I really love this OC.
Oh, you guys don't pick 2 good OCs every week?
Damn it, Smooth.
Shut up, Smooth.
Shut up, Smooth.
Shut up, Smooth.
What do you guys think about the fact that the cutie mark is essentially just a black outline?
I like it.
I'm not sure how I feel about it.
It bugs me.
I really like the design of it. I just wish it was colored, or at least there was given an explanation for why it's not colored.
There's not a whole lot of an explanation behind it, considering the one thing that was sent to us was the Tumblr page with all the references on it, or the commissions on it. But it's just one of those things where it's like, if you added a little bit of text on it, it'd be great. But I'm sure there's probably a backstory somewhere that we just weren't able to find or locate in time.
Also, can I bring up how creepy that very last one is? The very last.
The candy gore?
Yeah, it's
creepy. That's beautiful.
It's adorable, but just the freaking hooves.
I just want to freaking. I don't even freaking. That's supposed to be creepy. All I see is awesome, great, fantastic, and pop art.
Man, those are more sharky ears than before. By God.
I love.
There's just 2 sharks this time. Also, Shy Beats to your art is awesome. But I noticed this OC seems to have a lot of earrings.
It's got a couple of piercings. It's got a couple of bars. I think a gauge or 2. I think I see that eyebrow piercing, nose piercing, which actually is interesting because on the Chatterbox one, it is really pronounced in the style.
Very.
Probably just because Chatterbox herself just has a very interesting style. We may or may not actually get to that next week.
Golf?
And it's just one of those things that her style is so like loud and out there. I absolutely love it.
But besides the style, what do you know about this OC in general?
Almost absolutely nothing. I know it's I don't know.
Well, since you don't know, I will inform you. Her colors are beautiful!
But the backstory, not visually. Visually, yes, I absolutely love it. I can tell you, her mane is purple and blue, and her coat is
Purple?
blue. She had... Yeah, purple.
Pink?
It's purple.
That's pink.
It's halfway between pink and purple.
Magenta!
There you go, magenta. I'm going to agree with that one.
I'm pretty sure that's magenta.
Yeah.
The color scheme. It is really nice.
It's nice.
It's just one of those where it's a bunch of cool
blue
colors.
and purplish.
Oh,
Pinkish.
wow. Whoa, I never would have guessed that somebody on this podcast would like blue and a kind of purplish color.
Actually, I don't like the color blue.
And on the opposite side of that, I love the color blue.
But I do
think
like
one thing that's
colors matching, and these colors match.
They do. One thing I think is very interesting is just... I'm trying to get the grasp on the eye color, which it seems like it's also that sort of, like...
Are you talking about the eye color matching one of the main colors?
Yeah, one thing I find interesting is the eye color kind of matches one of the main colors, and then the coat color is pretty close to the main color, so it is like a two-tone pony, like, through and through.
Now you see, that's where I'm like, that's also a thing I like, / do, /
I just find it funny because you don't usually see that. Usually, something will like really like stick out, like the eyes will be a contrasting color and like make it pop. But I think it really works for this OC to have that eye color. I love it. It's adorable.
All right, well, that's pretty much it. All that I think we can talk about for this one. That was pretty great, and we love it, obviously. The Heathen Number Generator website has informed me that the next number we rolled is a 4, so that means it's up to Smooth this week.
Wait, did you forget who was number 4, guy?
I did. I forget who's number 4 sometimes. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And
So tell us a little bit about this, Smooth.
this is Fairy Ring.
Yay!
Hey, do you want to know where that name comes from?
Where does that name come from, Smooth?
A fairy ring, or a fairy circle, is a thing to reference a ring of mushrooms that appeared overnight. Guess how I know that?
Something involving D&D.
It has it in the description, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Actually,
God damn it. I was like, oh, you're totally fluffing your D&D nerdiness, aren't you?
Nope.
Nope.
I didn't know that in the
Just
slightest.
I know how to read.
I don't know. I didn't know that at all.
I know what you're talking about because, like, a lot of, like, I've seen it a couple of times when camping that, like, I'll put my tent next to a tree and then the next morning I'll find, like, just a giant ring of mushrooms around that tree and I'll be like, well, those weren't there yesterday.
it's also
And I never knew that was called, like, a fairy ring.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
They don't necessarily have mushrooms in them all the time. Sometimes it's just a really darker grass. There's a lot of, like, they're pretty big in Japanese culture, like, sacred kinds of things. Pretty cool.
Everything mysterious is big in Japanese culture.
It's true.
Your bread landing butter size up is sacred in Japanese culture.
Now, let's get away from this topic. Back to the OC.
She lives actually in the Everfree Forest. It's where she got her cutie mark of overcoming her fear. Oh, wait, crap. Oh, crap. Dang it. I'm sorry. I'm kind of going to butcher this backstory, personality. Backstory. Went into Everfree Forest, encountered fairy circles, and I guess they helped her face her fears in discovering magic and beauty of the untamed flora. And that's how she got her cutie mark. Now, I'm not exactly sure how mushrooms, help someone out. You know.
She ate them, you see.
And she discovered her magical power.
And now she lives in the Everfree Forest with wild plants and stuff in garden and stuff. And she lives in a giant mushroom.
I really like her warm color palette.
Yes.
These are some great colors.
Yes,
Absolutely
I do like
beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Now, just to double check that this wasn't a commission or anything, this piece was in fact created by the owner of the OC, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, her accessories are in a separate category.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, she gets like new flowers every day because flowers kind of wilt after a while. So she actually stated that she gets other freaking flowers and stuff all the time.
God, why don't you just talk to one of her
some
Unicorn
days-
Master Race friends to get your eternally living flowers? Jeez.
Yeah, I know, right? Like Ocean Breeze. Yeah, go talk to Ocean Breeze. And it's the same thing in this piece. It's mysteriously placed right in her ear. Ugh.
Dang it!
Still creeps me
What?
out.
How does?
I'm not saying it's bad. It's just
But how
oddly
does it
placed.
work? That's all I want to know.
It's a piercing, obviously. God.
Magic.
She's got a gauge on the top part of her ear.
But Nettie,
She has a gauge.
but Nettie, you were the one that was so against it being a piercing.
Shut fucking all smooth.
So mad. Dude, why are you so mad?
He's mad, bro.
Also,
All right, so-
eyes
yeah.
matching the mane again.
Uh-huh.
Hard on for that.
You shut your mouth.
I will say one thing, that her cutie mark, I like the detail on it, but it is definitely not a show style detail.
No, not really, but I like it still.
Yeah. I really
Overly complex.
I really like how her accessories work with her color palette.
But when I say it's not a show style character, I don't mean that as a bad thing. I just mean it's a her style character versus a show style character.
Well, that's not necessarily bad because we just got done talking about like
It's not
Chatterbox and
bad.
Mixie and Shybeat.
I'm not
You
saying
know?
it's bad, I'm just saying. I wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to see this character in the show, but it does not mean she's a bad character.
Actually, I can see how this character is
I think they could find a way
adapted to
They would have to
show
dumb
style.
down her design, though, and I think that would actually hurt her more than it would help her.
Mm-hmm.
They could find a way to do it.
They could just upgrade to G3 or G1 again, then shoot. Then they don't have to dumb down much. They can just do anything in G1.
Well, I could probably find something, like just tweak it a little bit and make it more show accurate. Not saying that this should become show accurate because I like it how it is.
Oh yes, very much so.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
It would be cool to see
Yeah.
like a vector of this character though.
Yes, that would actually be the breaking point. I have not seen a vector of this character, and I don't think one is out there.
I don't know, like I could see how this could be adapted into a show style, but it just would need some tweaking. I'm not saying, like I said, I don't want this to be tweaked. In no way should you take this as we would like you to tweak it. Keep doing it the way you want to do it. It's just I'm able just to see how it could be done. It can be easily translated. It's not a style that is so off from the normal show style that it's like, wait, is this a MLP character? Oh, it is. Okay. No, it's actually pretty easy to see.
Kind of like in the
Yeah.
Spectrum with like last episode, where she has just the right amount of difference and adorableness to maintain this normal cutesy vibe that doesn't turn you away from her character.
So, other than the actual character itself, what do you guys think about the artist's style?
Let's see
I
here.
like
what
the
point to
style.
say first? It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
What did you think I was going to say something bad? It's freaking beautiful.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed is like sort of they do the main in like I heard like Medi brought up sort of G1 and it sort of is in that older kind of style, but it really works for this character.
Yeah, just because
Yeah.
a character would look like a G1 pony does not mean they are a bad character.
Yeah.
I just find it weird that the mane and tail don't incredibly match.
No, they kind of do.
They kind of do, but that's the point. They don't.
Welcome to Smooth Gushes about OC's hairs.
Shut your mouth.
I wouldn't call it gushing, but, you know, whatever.
I like mane and tail.
So you're telling me that you really like her mane?
Wow, normally it's me cracking that joke. Way to go.
A little silly at the moment.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's always a plus.
Anyway, I like how her accessory adds a lot of accent to her character. Like the fact that the pink in the petals and the stuff, the two different pinks, one of them actually being pink and one of them maybe being magenta or something, accents the reds in the mane and the eyes and stays with the yellow-ish tan of the body, and then the green of the leaves contrasts them. It's freaking beautiful color theory here. I'm pretty sure.
She did something I really like on this reference sheet.
Yeah.
She labeled which way her cutie mark goes.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yes.
Big mushroom closest to tail. Wow, that actually is really cool.
That's helpful.
You know, I never thought about that.
Yeah. I mean, you can look at the character and see that anyways, but regardless.
Yeah, it's something that could be easily overshadowed or overthought. Overlooked, that's what I'm thinking of. Thank you. Once again, everybody tells me what I'm thinking.
It also shows that the cutie marks do not, they do flip when you change from one side to the other of the flank.
Smooth.
Well, that's a normal thing that everybody does.
Because the big mushroom is always pointing towards the tail. That means it would not look the same if it was on the other side of the flank.
You mean closest to the tail. Moving on to the next piece. Alright, Heathen Random Number Generator has called upon Commander for the next OC.
So this is the OC that I had gotten permission to use instead of using the one that Mummified used, because I think this OC is adorable. And shout out to this person, because they actually made one of the pictures of Shade in our last episode, and I didn't even realize this until after I asked permission to use their OC.
Wow, that's a lot of blue.
There's a lot of blue.
That's a lot of blue.
Blue. I like music. I like wings. And I like the color that is not actually color white.
Guys.
I like the not black.
Not black.
Yeah.
And two separate sides of the head.
And one of the reasons I think they specifically point out the not black thing is I think because this OC has gone through a couple changes, and they actually have a picture on their DA, like recounting some of the changes it's gone through. And originally it did have black, but they changed it so that's specifically like, this isn't black, guys. This is a navy color.
They don't even have black in the eyes.
Yeah, that bugs me a bit.
Doesn't bug me at all.
Wait. Is this character male or female? I can't find eyelashes. Okay.
This is a
Well, I would
female.
hope
I
so,
think
with
they
a name like
specifically
Melody.
pointed out in their other reference sheet that they have that they do not have eyelashes, but it is a female. There is actually a twin that is a male of this character, however.
And they do have eyelashes.
Have eyelashes?
That would be funny. That would be funny. I don't
It's like,
know.
no, the one without eyelashes is a chick. The one with
What are
eyelashes
the
is a
earrings on
dude.
ponies these days.
I know.
Does Melody Breeze have a Tumblr account? An Ask blog?
I've not a clue.
Well, I'm sitting here looking at it, and I see the little one red arrow next to it, and it's Ask Melody. Oh, she has an Ask Melody Tumblr. You should all go to her Tumblr, link in the description, and ask her questions.
I like how her accessories seemed like they're made of clear plastic as well.
Yeah.
But
They are
so,
clear.
do you want me to get to talking about this character?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
who
right.
is Melody Breeze?
So, 1 second, I have to find the note that this person sent me, because they actually, on their old reference sheet, had a bio, and while I was in the middle of getting this OC, they completely axed that bio and decided they were going to rewrite it. So I asked, so I had to send them a note.
So,
asking,
hot off the presses is the brand new Melody Breeze bio.
Yeah.
And since we're premiering the new bio for this character on the show, why don't you tell the fans what this character is all about?
Well, they haven't gotten everything worked out yet, but pretty much they just sort of gave me the... well, this, like, literally, it was... They started and decided to change it in the middle of me collecting this OC from them. But, pretty much, she is obviously a musician and a vocalist. If you look at the other picture, you can see that she sings. And,
Couldn't tell that.
along with her, twin... Because she has a twin brother, and, they both are vocalists. And she is aspiring to be a pop star and owns a recording studio with her brother. She apparently has can be a bit overconfident and can have a bit of a temper, but is really sort of really social and outwardly social, but has sort of those insecure feelings about people maybe not liking her because she can come across as overbearing, or thinking that her singing's not as good as or good enough to like make it big. And also the reason her mane is so long is because she's really obsessed over it and does not want to cut it.
Thank you! Yay, long manes!
It's a freaking adorable mane too. I love that mane. Oh my god, I love that mane.
The middle picture on the top makes it look like she's slowly growing, like Hulk style, with like, oh, little mane, bigger mane, even bigger mane, and with like the shadow on the back.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I like it. I mean, you said that she has a bit of a temper issue, so that kind of keeps it out of the Mary Sue realm. It's very, I don't know, I like it.
Yeah,
I like the color scheme. I like the fact that the hair switches, or is mostly to one side.
Freaking love those blues. They work so well together.
Yeah.
Also, the cutie mark that's on that reference sheet, I think is actually the older cutie mark, because if you look to the other one, that is a little bit stylized a bit differently.
Styled differently?
Okay. Yes, I see the
up.
new cutie mark, and it seems to be a more detailed wing, which
Yeah.
I actually prefer the older design because it's a simplified design, and
I'm honestly not sure. This one actually might be the updated one, because on the other bio, I think it had both. Like, one was on the character and then one was on the sheet. Yeah. So I'm not sure which one is the
August 31st. I would say the July 30th one?
Yeah.
I know.
I'm
the new one.
I'm thinking that the reference sheet that's the updated one, and they decided to simplify it.
Yeah, because there's a lot of things going on with the old one. The not the reference sheet one, but the one with her singing.
Yeah.
A lot of like feathers in there, while the reference sheet has a much more show accurate style.
Yes.
She's adorable.
She's freaking adorable. And there's so much art of this freaking character, and it's all just adorable. And oh my god. Like, and I told the artist, like, when we sort of had a back and forth conversation, sort of asking about the show and other things like that. And I pretty much flat out told them, okay, I love this OC. I'm probably going to be gushing, and I'm gushing.
You were warned. If you didn't expect this, well, you should have. She's so cute.
So freaking cute. Also, I don't know what it is with me and loving ponies with earrings now. So fucking adorable. I never even thought about it before the episode we recorded, like the second general episode where like I had like shy baits and stuff like that. And after that, I've just been like, oh my god, fucking earrings on ponies. Why are they so cute?
Now listen here, you little shit. I've forgiven you for the last couple episodes. If you keep this shit up, I'm just fucking leaving the fandom.
You better fucking get packing.
Well, on that topic, I think, though, I've been trying to find something at least to say or point out with this character, and it's like, I've been looking at the eyes, and I just feel like it's too dark of a navy. I feel like if it would be just a little bit better if the eye was just darkened up a little bit, you know what I mean?
Like the inner
Brightened
eye?
up?
The actual pupil.
Oh, the pupil.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'd say maybe the iris.
The color is like, whatever.
Maybe the iris a little bit lighter. It seems odd to me for some reason. I'm not exactly sure.
Interesting enough, the iris on the full one is lighter.
Well, yeah, but it starts out as a gradient.
No, I know, but also this totally. I just noticed this, and I can't tell exactly, but for like the gradient on the bottom left one, it goes in the normal style where it's darkest on top and lighter on the bottom, but then on the one on the right on the bottom, it looks kind of the opposite.
Like it's going from right to left.
Also, her coat is pure white.
Is it pure white?
It's pure white.
Or are her eyes the same color as her coat?
No, it's pure white.
Both of them?
Yes.
Ew.
You know what? I didn't even realize it. Like,
I was just thinking about that for a second ago. I'm like, her coat seems awfully white.
I don't
And
know.
I thought you said before we started this that her coat isn't pure white on the little chart next to it. I'm like, I don't know.
For some
if it
reason,
is
I didn't
pure
even
white,
notice.
I'd say fix it. But if it's not, keep it the way it is. I mean, it just looks like there's no difference between the white in her coat and the white in her eye, which I almost feel like there needs to be it.
Yeah, I'm saying as a general rule, you should probably be able to tell the difference between eyes and coat.
It doesn't break this character for me. Like, it's still a lovely character. I still love everything that's going on in it. It's just one of those things that it's like, okay, pure white just seems wrong in some way. And I might change, I might break of that opinion. It might change over time or something, but it's just the fact that, I don't know, I'm not feeling it.
I would say the only reason, like, I think that it looks honestly fine. The only thing I would say is just make it a little bit off of pure white just to show the distinction between the eyes and the coat.
Yeah.
I don't
just a
care
little.
if they go with, on a RGB scale, 1-1-1. I honestly wouldn't care. Or actually, if you want, make it 0, no, I mean
25,
0
25,
red.
25.
No.
25.
No, if it's anywhere between 0 to 252 or 255 on an RGB for the individual colors, I would probably make it 0 red, 0 green, and 1 blue. At least 1 blue, and I'd probably be okay with it.
You know, you say
Maybe-
that it's like a, but that's
a black.
Just to get it.
no what? No.
Sorry. Actually, he's right. That would be a
Yeah,
black.
yeah,
I was gonna say it should be.
254, 254, 255. There.
Okay.
That's what I mean. I mean literally 1 point into the blue from the max.
Well, actually,
area.
it's just 255, 255, 254 for just...
No,
No, I'm just...
because that would be less blue.
Sorry, just 254, 255, 255 looks nice.
Maybe. I don't know. Probably just because it is a lighter
I think you're
blue.
arguing semantics over this way too much.
Over 1 point of green.
Like just make it a very slight amount. It doesn't matter exactly how much. Just a slight amount. It would honestly, it will barely be noticeable. But whatever. I still
honestly,
I don't even care. Honestly, this
in my
character's
opinion,
still-
it doesn't even become noticeable until you get to at least like 250 in RSB. Or I'm sorry, yeah, RSB.
R-
Or RGB, sorry. Not BSD? BSD? Balance, saturation, dark?
So badly. I'm trying to come up with a color that starts with S. I was like, oh yeah, red.
Are you trying to think of HSL?
Hue, saturation, balance. That's what I'm thinking of.
Light.
Like, whatever.
Or-
CMYK, LOL, BRB,
KNY jelly?
GY
RL. Moving right along. Next OC.
Next OC.
Next OC. Random number generator, heathen, false prophet. Tell me what number is next.
You mean the guy who's like the only one left?
It's got a roll. There's a 3.
Okay.
How many times did you roll until it got a 3?
I've rolled like 4 times, and then I'm like, oh wait, I could totally just say 3.
Motherfucker.
All right. What's good, Medi?
So what's good? What's good? Well, you see.
What's good?
You see.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God. Not
Motherfucker.
this.
You see, my OC comes from one of my personal favorite artists, Xena Lily. Her name is Tea Time.
See, and this is one of those things. Like last week, I completely forgot that you brought up Carpet Shark in your first time we went around with unicorns.
Unicorns.
But I remember
missed episode 3.
Yeah, the original missing episode for unicorns. I completely forgot about your choice, but this time I remember Tea Time.
Oh yeah, Tea Time was his pick for missed episode 4.
Yes, which actually, since now we have the permission to use this OC, we may even go back and just release the original what we said, possibly, if there's enough interest in it.
As long as she's okay with it, I am perfectly fine with it.
Yeah. So
So,
I'm
Mehdi,
trying to remember some of the things we brought up.
Tell us about Tea Time.
Well,
What is her story?
Tea Time is, I believe, a pony sona for Xena Lily, as a representation of herself for her DeviantArt page. I almost said channel.
Wouldn't it be Lolly? Lolli.
Shit, it's Lolly. I'm sorry.
Ah!
That bugged
Sucks
me.
to suck.
Like when you said that the first time, I was like, "There's no way that he's pronouncing that right."
Xena
Oh
Lolly,
my
I
goodness.
apologize. I am horrible. I'm not. But one of the personal things I really liked about her art is her specific style.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very it's a very beautiful style, and it's a very gothic style, and I love gothic styles.
I wouldn't go with gothic, but definitely
I kind of see like a mix of anime gothic. It's really cool. He's odd. Stop.
Looking at some of the other pictures, I can definitely see the gothic style.
Mummified. In missed episode 4, we explicitly said gothic, and no one said anything wrong about it. Stop.
Cry more, faggot.
I don't know. I would think. Okay, yeah, gothic actually seems like a right word to say.
Also,
Fuck you.
also, those lovely black outlines.
Yeah.
Love them.
I'm pretty sure we touched on that, but I don't know. Black outlines don't seem so bad.
Also, her shading is one of my favorite parts of her art, because it involves either a lot of I believe she is using the let me look at the tool because I have it open.
Illustrator?
She's using the dodge tool.
It's totally vector.
Actually, she uses Photoshop Master Race.
No, it's not. Clearly, that Photoshop Master Race is evident by the fact that her clock has 12, 3, 6, and 11 at the points instead of 9.
Which, by the way, took us so long to notice the first time we looked at this OC.
It took us the entire
like, we
time
noticed
we were
that
looking
at
at
the
this.
very
We were
end.
like, oh wait a minute, it totally is not the right clock time thing.
Okay,
Goes-
guys, just take credit for what I noticed. Okay, guys.
Well,
But,
we all have eyes.
But if you go on over,
None of you noticed.
But if you go over to the second image I had linked, it is correct on that one.
It's true. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
And don't take that as a fault. That's just the artist forgot. So
Yeah, there are many times where I look back at some of my pieces and I'm like, fucking shit, I forgot that damn piece.
Just in case
Or
you're
Mitty
wondering,
tells me that I forgot to
anyone,
make his glasses.
this OC is definitely female. I mean, look at all those eyelashes.
All those eyelashes.
Future Suze, zoom in on
So
those
fuzzy.
eyelashes.
Eyelashes.
It's like a freaking pine tree. So many needles and eyelashes.
I really enjoy her eyelashes.
I remember the waveform highlight in her hair and tail.
Oh, yeah.
Also, she really likes tea.
Apparently.
Does she?
Tea is a delicious thing to do.
Also, just a side note, she looks fucking adorable inside that little inside that big teacup, actually. I also love the usage of black in her pieces. Because this is how to use black correctly, it seems.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Because it's not, like, even, like, the stains on her hoof, they are not pure black, besides her outline. The teacup stains, on her teacup, the 1000, I do not believe that is a pure black.
Yeah, it looks
It
very
doesn't
gray.
look like a pure black.
It looks very gray.
It is not a pure
Yeah.
black.
It's very nice to see that. I thoroughly approve of
Her
that.
numbers aren't pure black. Her eyelashes are almost pure black.
Well,
So edgy.
And her
Oh my god.
iris.
I've got naive wolf.
Also, I'd like to say I really like the color palette. It's really, especially
Now
in,
we've touched. Go ahead.
well, especially in the balance piece. I feel that the colors really come out, and they come out well and mix well in that piece for me.
We've talked about a couple of times that the overall color palette needs to fit with the cutie mark, or the cutie mark needs to somewhat be related into the color palette. Well, I feel like this is just different enough that it doesn't feel different.
it looks.
Yeah,
her eyes are in the 1000 one. Her eyes
Yeah.
are a piercing green, but in this one they're way more gray. I feel like
balance.
I feel like the pink and the green in the 1001 work very well against each other, or to freaking contrast. It's not bad. Dang it, my words.
Funny you mention that, Smooth, because if you notice in her wing on the balance piece, seems to be a pink and green. I'm guessing that's a pen.
Yes.
Yeah, also in her
crayons,
mouth as well.
maybe?
I'm gonna go with pens.
Ooh, yeah, they look a bit pointy.
Yeah.
I
But,
originally thought candles, but then I didn't understand why.
Yeah, why would she have candles? Is she a birthday pony?
Well,
Why
she has.
would
she
If you
have
notice, she has a lot of
pens?
things to do.
Yeah.
She has a lot of tea to sip.
Doesn't have a lot of time. Tea time.
But
Exactly.
also, if you notice on the cutie mark and stuff, it's not pink for like the handles or the like pens, or pencils or whatever. It's like
They're totally pink.
In the 1000 one, yeah, but in the
in the
balance
1000 one, very much so, but not in the balance one. In the
In the
balance
balance-
one,
That's because of shading and like a texture to it. Those are totally meant to be pink.
I don't know.
It seems
The
like
eye color-
everything in balance seems to be at a different color gradient.
Yeah.
Where 1000 seems to be, because if you notice, there is a leap in skill and improvement from balance to 1000, and her mane grows longer.
Yay, long manes! Woo!
I'm not sure if that's just artistic.
well, in the other one, her it says that her hair is up.
Oh, does it?
Yes. As
Yeah,
compared
she
to
kinda
all
looks
her
like a
other pictures.
ponytail.
She has a little tiny ponytail, maybe pigtails. That'd be cool.
Okay, then I am wrong. I'm sorry I missed that little last segment.
It's a good thing. It's a
Winnie?
good thing we got your back, Medi.
Yeah, you and your OC, or the OC you brought to the party. God forbid.